Hey guys, what is going on? It is a beautiful Tuesday, and I haven't done a daily vlog in 3 days, so I am excited to get back and into doing this. So, if you guys haven't seen my first video or don't know why I'm doing this, I'm just going to reiterate why I'm making these vlogs and what this means to me. So, to be a NASCAR driver, like what I want to be, I need to make a couple little changes in my daily life and in my lifestyle. For example, my eating habits and my exercise, so I can become a more fit spokesperson. Because NASCAR drivers and race car drivers in general are really just spokespersons for their sponsors. Like, I don't think you could think about Lowe's or Jimmy Johnson without thinking of the counterpart. You can't walk into a Lowe's without seeing something about Jimmy Johnson, and you can't think of Jimmy Johnson without thinking about Lowe's. And that's what NASCAR drivers really have to be. And to make it in this business, you've got to know how to not only market yourself, but be conditioned to speak to a camera and talk about maybe a product or be in a commercial or you know, do the interviews after the race and make sure you thank the right people, because if you don't do that, then the money stops coming in. Well, not necessarily stops coming in, but it could look bad on your resume. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, so I can get better at not only talking to the camera, talking to people, now speaking my mind, and also it's going to give me a sense of accountability for what I'm doing. Because if I say that I'm going to make a lifestyle change and then I make vlogs and I don't change my lifestyle, well then, I don't know, that just holds me accountable, I guess. I mean, you guys are going to see it too. But trust me, that's not going to happen. So, I'm going to start a little counter thing called Days Since I've Last Had a Soda, I think is what it's going to be called. Because that's one of my biggest things over the past, well, pretty much my whole life, is I've mostly had soda with my meals, which is really, really, really bad for you. If you're on soda right now, try not to have it with every meal, because it's just bad for you. So I've been having water more and more often. Now, the counter is going to start today, because it would be up to 5 days by now. But when I was in Washington, D.C., there was a vending machine, and I got a soda out of it because it was really, really cheap, and everything in Washington, D.C. was kind of expensive, minus the museums. They're free. If you ever go to Washington, D.C., check out the museums. They're free. But, so, that's what I'm going to be doing, is keeping track of some of my health and some of my lifestyle on here, and also maybe I can provide some kind of entertainment to you guys watching. Oh no! Of course, I haven't had a day where that hasn't happened. I've had to do retakes so many times. But anyway, so that's basically what I'm trying to keep track of, and maybe provide some entertainment. Maybe I'll do some iRacing or some photoshopping tonight. I just got Photoshop again because I had to reset my computer. But that's one of the things I really like doing, is taking templates for video games that I have, like for example iRacing or R-Factor, and taking a template of, let's say, a late model or a NASCAR, for example, and taking those and just putting a scheme on it, or coming up with a scheme for a random company, or designing it the way I'd like to see it. That's one of my favorite things to do, actually, in my free time whenever I'm feeling creative. So maybe I'll do that tonight, but I don't know. But I know this afternoon I am driving home right now, so I can eat and then go to work. And lunch is cool. Oh, jeez. Alright guys, so what you just saw me buy on Amazon is a frame for my GoPro, and what you didn't see me buy for my GoPro is also a replacement lens for, or not lens, but the clear plastic housings. And I got that because the one on my race car is broken, and it's very distracting to look at whenever I record and use the housing. So I got a replacement for that, and the other one, the frame for it is actually there. That's why I just bought it, because that keeps happening. I have the suction cup mount, but I didn't want to use the clear housing I have because A, it's cracked, and B, you can't hear as well through it because it's got plastic covering up all the microphone holes. However, the frame does not, and I am going to use that in combination with the suction cup mount that I have, and I'm going to mount that up here and just record, and hopefully then we will never have a problem again with the camera sliding all over and doing whatever it wants. Now, the thing is, I'm not getting it till Friday, so the camera's still going to be sliding around for the next 2 days, and also I don't know if it's going to come in before the race, like before we leave to go to the track, or not. So if we don't get it in that time, the video of the race will still have that really distracting crack on it. Oh. But so and also that takes away that distraction from me for having to stabilize the camera every once in a while, because I don't like to be distracted while driving. I mean, I'm on the back roads, but still there's no excuse. But anyway, so that is what happened over lunch. I picked that up, or well, bought both of those on Amazon. They should be coming. I also, in addition to that, got myself a small adjustable tripod, and I'm going to be able to do all kinds of cool stuff with that I couldn't do with the GoPro suction cup mount or my original tripod, because my GoPro doesn't mount to my tripod. But I'm getting the mount, and so now I'm going to be able to mount this GoPro to the tripod that I already have, and also the tripod that's coming, which is like a little flexible one, which is going to be nice, because then I can record time lapses and not have to worry about the camera moving, or I can record time lapses from wherever, because then the GoPro won't be awkward in some corner, because that's the only place that the suction cup mount would fit up to. So that is what my day is going to be on Friday, unboxing that stuff before we go racing, and that's going to be exciting. And let me just tell you guys that I'm really excited for the off season, not because it's the off season and there's no racing, because that really sucks. I love racing, but it means that we get to take apart our car and make it all like new. And I don't know what we're doing this off season. Dad and I have talked about taking the car, stripping it all down to bare frame and powder coating it, because Dad owns a powder coating business, and we can do that as long as, oh my gosh. We've talked about stripping the car all the way down to the bare frame and then powder coating it, because Dad owns Horizon Powder Coating. And then, I don't know, maybe, I've really been considering redoing the whole decking of the car. Not only A, because it has some wrinkles in it, but B, because I see a lot of newer cars, newer chassis and stuff, have little things that are different with their decking that make it not only A, easier for the driver to get out, but also B, make it easier for air to flow over the car and create downforce. So we might do that, maybe. I mean, I really want to. That's one of the big things that I want to do, because the way it is right now, it's very difficult for me to get in and out of the car with my helmet attached to my Defender, which Defender is basically the Hans device. And that's not cool with me. It's like, to enable to get out of the car in a hurry, I need to take the Defender off. And if the car's on fire or something of the sort, I need to be able to get out rather fast. So that's going to be an issue for me, and we're going to have to change something there at the very least. But I do know that we are definitely replacing the whole body, because this year's body is just a disaster. And that comes by way of short track racing, really. Imagine NASCAR going to Bristol every race of the year, but not being able to replace their entire body. Imagine what the cars might look like at the end of the season. That's pretty much what our car looks like right now, because this dirt track stuff, I mean, it's so easy to have contact with people, and not even by any fault of anybody, really. Like just last week, I was slowing down because a guy was getting sideways in front of me, and then just people behind me couldn't slow down fast enough, and they got into my quarter panel, and it gets bent up. And the bodies on these cars are a little bit fragile. Not super fragile. It's, I forget exactly the thickness, but it's a pretty thin aluminum, and it caves pretty quickly if another car hits it. That's why all the bodies on late models and stuff have these supports underneath that add rigidity. But those supports can be pushed around because they are all attached to the frame via spring steel, and it's pretty easy for somebody to tap somebody else's quarter panel and for that quarter panel to stay pretty bent. But anyway, so I know we're going to redo the body over the off season, but I've been talking to Dad about taking the whole car apart all the way down to the bare frame and then powder coating everything. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm getting to work, guys, so I'll talk to you after I get out, or maybe even after I'm done with college. Well, not done with college, but done with my classes for the day, because I am going to be doing something interesting tonight. I just don't know what yet. Alright, see you guys later. What is going on, guys? I am in iRacing. This is the best simulation of racing you can find anywhere. It's my favorite racing game to play. Well, not even a game, simulator. And I'm not even playing. This is pretty much real racing, honestly, minus the costs and minus some of the feels that you can get in a real race car, of the car moving around you. But this is pretty much as close to real life as you're going to get with a computer. So I'm in iRacing right now. We're racing at Dover. I'm in the A class, which is the highest class of oval racing that there is on iRacing, minus the pro class, which is the top 40 drivers in the world from A class. But hopefully maybe I'll be in that someday. I don't know. But anyway, we're racing at Dover this week, and every week the rotation changes in iRacing. But this week we're at Dover, and this is a really cool track. Very, very difficult to drive, at least on this fixed setup. I'm in the fixed setup right now. There are fixed setups and open setup races. I like the fixed setup races because I don't have the time commitment to come and set up a car for every track that we go to on the schedule. I like to be able to just jump in a race and be competitive. And that is what the fixed races are all about. So I'm doing my qualifying run right now. So just sit back and enjoy, and I'll try to have 2 good laps. Alright, so those weren't the laps I was looking for, especially because I tapped the wall in the first lap, but that's how iRacing goes, and that's the good thing about this, is you're allowed to tap the wall or do whatever you need to set a fast lap time. Even if you don't set one, it's not the end of the world, because this is, of course, a simulator and not real life. So, yeah. Just set my qualifying time. I really hope my GoPro can record all this. That's what I'm recording the face cam with. And so we'll see if we can get the whole thing, which looks like we've got an hour 45 or something like that. No, 2 hours on the camera left. So, yeah. I like to start on the outside here, because like the many famous quotes from the commentators, this place is self-cleaning. If you're on the inside coming out of turn 2 and people spin, you better take evasive action quick, because you don't have a lot of time to get through there before everybody's down there. Luckily, I'm in the higher split, so this should be good. Alright, here we go. Always good to stay cautious on those starts. Woo! It's a close one. I think I got way more room coming off of TV than I get. Oh no! Boy howdy, that's the stuff that gets you nervous, I tell you what. How'd that happen? We need to pit. That's how that happened.
Watch it on the straight on the round.
Oh no.
Car low on the front stretch. Staying high.
I hope I'm not trapped a lap down, because that's gonna suck. I fought hard for those spots. Alright, one more caution. No, there's more people in front of me this time. Man, I was doing great right up until that caution. Man, that's just one of the things about NASCAR. You could get caught on pit road like that, and your whole race is almost done. Holy poop! Okay, so that was everybody I'm racing to get my lap back that just wrecked right there. Sorry about that little exclamation there, a little outburst. Oh no, this 18 car's a lap down too. Okay, we got 25 to go, I can do it. I want my lap back so bad. Oh, he's got damage. Oh, it's in the bag. I'm gonna get my lap back.
Yeah. Good race, guys. Good run there, 9 and 10. That was fun. Yeah, it was good.
And there's how it ends. Spotter wasn't too happy with me about that one. Well, I didn't do anything wrong. He made the wrong call. He just made the wrong call telling me to come to the pit road. Spotters aren't real people, by the way, if you didn't know that. Well, I guess that's about it. We got an hour and 1 minute, I think. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. That was a fun one. And I can't wait till I can make another one of these videos because I really like iRacing and I like this video format. I think it's pretty cool, recording with not only the GoPro but also doing some screen capping, and my GoPro is about to die. So, thanks for watching. Oh, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night, or day, or whatever time it is when you're watching this video. Hope you found it entertaining. But I'm probably gonna hop on a video editing program and slap all this together and upload it. Upload it overnight. So I guess I'll see you guys next time, or tomorrow, I guess, because that's when I'm probably gonna make another one of these. So I'm trying to do them daily. What have I gotten myself into? Anyway, have a good night, guys.